Please. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, you quick, but I'm quick. Watch my feet.
Oh, come on with it.
I'm gonna come on with it. I'm gonna.
Hey, Ladies and gentlemen, me and Reggie want to send one out to a very special lady in the house tonight. Loving you is easy, cause you're beautiful. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Reggie? That was pretty. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie has left the building. Thank you and good night.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Superman.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
He's not fucking around. That's what I like about it.
Now, at the time of this recording, Injustice: Gods Among Us is still one of my favorite, if not my favorite, fighting game. Not the franchise, this game. They gave you a very full roster and then some. Everybody you would expect, plus a bunch of others that you probably wouldn't. Superman! Ares? Like Ares? Why? Everyone you would want a DC fighting game is right here. Batman, Superman, Robin, Flash, Cyborg, Lex Luthor, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Joker, Sinestro, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, Hawkgirl, whatever. But still, man, like, they came out with a very strong roster. And that's all before the DLC even came out. So I was having a good time before I even knew I would have a better time. And of course they also had the audacity to add Deathstroke to the game, but we'll forgive them for that because everything else works out so good. Kinda. And I understand one of my real methods to having a point be made is by cutting the music, but I really just want to know, what was your thought process, NetherRealm, I'm talking NetherRealm, what was your thought process behind Killer Frost? Like, who makes a freezing character that only freezes when they parry? It's just, like, you could have given her some. I mean, they kind of rectified it in Injustice 2 with Captain Cold, but it's just like, what was your thought process? Y'all make Sub-Zero. Why did y'all make her so unappealing to me specifically? I just say it like that. I didn't like her. A freeze character that you have to. What? Okay, so directly after making that statement, I went on YouTube to make sure my resentment of the character was justified, and I found this combo video, and I realized I don't like the fact that she's a freeze. I mean, it's still kind of slow. I don't think that's cool. But it's not the fact that it's a parry that freezes. It's the fact that I can't do that shit. I can't do that shit. Look at this shit. I don't even want to try. I don't want to try and do this shit. But yeah, no, she's got a place. I'm just not with her there. So you have a full roster of 24 DC characters, which you'll probably have some type of a relationship with, either through animation, movies, or comics. You have the nostalgia of your childhood looking you in the face, a little bit of intrigue of, ooh, what are some of these locations gonna look like? What are the characters gonna look like? And the overall beautiful competitive spirit of run me them fucking hands. It was a easy slam dunk for NetherRealm and Warner Brothers. But this isn't a video about an easy win for Warner Brothers. This is about the game. Was it fun? Yes. Now, how do I properly communicate that this game is fun without putting the game in your hands? Well, let's watch these two professionals try and fuck each other up real quick. Sonic Fox out here playing with one of the lowest tier characters, and Honeybee playing one of the highest, Aquaman. And Sonic Fox is running him them hands. I'm not sure if it's light button, light punch, or light attack, but it's light, medium, heavy. The gimmick button, which circle, or well, I guess was it B? It was like the yellow button on the Xbox, and the universal ground bounce. Pause right here. Now let's rewind the tape and take a gander at me misutilizing the ground bounce at least 3 times in a row. See, I thought that was the ground bounce, but that's not it. Go for this one, misses. You blocked it. Go for a second one. I don't know why I did that. That, you know, it usually works. Go poke. It's the second one. Boom, up in the air. Boom. Bop, bop. Easy combo. The ground bounce. That's it. And just with the addition of that cheap little move, it opened up the doors for me to the training room. With the ability to somewhat easily be able to combo somebody without having to actually know the inner mechanics, I was in there. And because of that, I got further in there. Now, do you remember the gimmick button I told you about earlier? With the coupling of the gimmick button and the ability to easily combo, each and every character in Injustice both became interesting to learn and fun to fucking do it. I don't know how your brain is set up, but some of the most satisfying things for my brain is, how does this work? How did I do that? And then getting an answer. How does this combo? How do I connect this with this? Can this do that? Is that a low? Is this sweep? That goes under? Question, discovery, answer, whatever type of process you want to name it, has come from fighting games. At least for me. I like puzzle games too, but fighting games, boy oh boy. How do I do that? How can I do that? I can do that. Phenomenal. And then you spend your time in the training room, and then you work out how to do a combo. You figure it out yourself online. My God, that is satisfying. No woman, I swear. So, based on my perception and opinions, we've established that 1, it has nostalgic and familiar characters which can attract you. 2, it has great gameplay, with each and every character being an individual and unique. That's just nice. But 3, the story. All these things together are real nice, but how'd the story go? Big B Games 973, how did you feel about that? As I sit here, I am genuinely trying to think of another fighting game where the antagonist gave me a visceral, physical feeling of go fuck yourself. You need to be gone now. Like I'm really another fighting game where the story made me want to keep fighting because the bad guy needed a foot in his ass. Snoop Dogg and Def Jam Fight for New York, maybe? I can't think of anything else. It's not just the story of, oh no, Superman is bad now, we have to stop him. It's the story of, oh no, Superman was horrifically traumatized. He went off the deep end and we couldn't get him back. We tried to talk to Wonder Woman, but she was all for the cuckoo. All the other Superman stories, he's mind control or some type of kryptonite, and it makes him bad, but never so bad that this is the ultimate fuck you, Superman. And it you watch a man be destroyed, and by the end of the game, you want to destroy the destroyed man because he's gone too far. It's like, damn, nigga, I know you hurting, but no. Like, everybody has their own concept of I wonder how Superman would go bad. Like, how would it go? But who legitimately put it together in their head? Like, all right, it's not gonna be Lex. It's gonna be the Joker. Hey, you know what? He's gonna use some laughing gas and some fear toxins. He's gonna put some kryptonite in there. What else? Ooh, let's make Lois pregnant. Ooh. So we're gonna make Superman inhale this horrible mind control gas. But it's not mind control gas that makes him do something bad. See, that's the point. The point is, they don't make mind control make him do something like, he doesn't rob a bank. He doesn't become the Joker's bodyguard or Lex Luthor's bodyguard. He doesn't do anything like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. He makes him murder his pregnant. Well, I'm not gonna call him his wife. That's his Lois, and that is a different type of. That's a different situation, my guy. Like, are you my girl or are you my Mary Jane? Because there's a difference. And yeah, you pushed this nigga off the deep end. Not even pushed him off the deep end. He pushed himself off the deep end. And then when he realized what he had done, he was like, fuck it. I guess we all gonna die. Ain't no Lois here. Ain't no super baby. You made that man kill his Lois Lane and his unborn baby in cold blood, while also making him think he was fucking up Doomsday. Do you know how hard he had to be hitting that girl? Oh. Yeah, so the story is impactful. I like remembering it. I like thinking about it. But I don't like thinking about it, but it's a story that is impactful, and it has stayed with me. Because, dog, I know he thinks he's the big boy, the big blue Boy Scout, but damn, I don't know. Good thing they did the whole alternate universe thing. You always have to do the alternate universe thing, because you can't destroy the integrity of I don't know what the original Earth Superman. I don't know what Earth number that is, but yeah, you can't ruin that integrity. So I get it, but still, man, wow, who put that together? Cause that's some diabolical shit. We gonna like they were like we're gonna push Superman off the deep end. They're like, well, it's Superman. He always comes back. No, he's not coming back this time. And they made it that way. Injustice 2, Superman is not returned. Alternate universe Superman had to step in and do something. Their Superman is gone. He's gone. He's gone. He killed the Joker. He killed Lois. No more baby. He's gone. He don't give a fuck. He's gone. Damn, do I love this game. This is just an honorable mention in my love letter to Injustice. Some of the outside of all six DLC characters, being Peak, Zod, Lobo, Martian Manhunter, Zatanna, they were all. Well, Scorpion was there, but whatever. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Another realm. All the DLC characters were fun. Peak to play. Lobo was my favorite, even though Green Martian was like there's broken, and then there's Superman broken. You know what I mean? And Martian Manhunter was on that timing. So all DLC characters were fun and awesome and interesting to play. All the DLC costumes were drippage as fuck. So some top tier DLC costumes. I'm trying to think of Injustice 2, but I feel like they could not compete because they didn't have the packs and shit. They had all the gear pieces like individually, you know? Yeah, man. Wow. I shouldn't be talking. Don't want to give nobody ideas out there that might be listening. But seriously, some of the DLC skins in Injustice 1 were just sounds. So you got Blackest Night. There was Blackest Night Batman and Superman. You got a Yellow Lantern, Green Lantern. You had I don't feel like recording to figure this out right now. I'm sorry. Now maybe I'll put in pictures. Maybe Future will put in pictures. Yeah, the Joker with the Hawaiian fit on. Future Flashes. They gave Solomon Grundy a couple extra shit. Aquaman had some nice shit. They had when the first Zack Snyder movie came out. Let me think. No, I'm sorry. That was an Injustice 2. But they did do Zack Snyder tie-in with a Zod costume and Superman, and those two were actually pretty cool. Yeah. So yes, honorable mention. The DLC for this game was also Peak. I know everybody has their opinions on DLC, but for this right here, they gave me, like I said, they give you 24 characters, and then they give you 6 extras, and then they give you all this. Yeah, they did it right. I feel like they did it right. I'm very comfortable with how they did everything with this game. So yep, honorable mention to DLC, all that shit. Good stuff. Real quick observation. Just hear me out. How did Superman not know something was amiss when he went to punch Lois, which he thought was Doomsday, and his fist went through her face? How did he not understand that this is not correct? Doomsday takes hits. Doomsday doesn't say, "Sweetie, please stop." I don't know. Like he based on the story, he took into the upper atmosphere. Maybe he was in a frenzy mode, cause I'm pretty sure Lois is a lot lighter than Doomsday. But then again, it's fear toxin mixed with Joker. What's the suspension of disbelief? Throw it out the window with superheroes. God, who cares?
Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.